Introduction. This biography introduces the life, personality and efficiency of Bharat Ratna Sir M. Visvesvaraya. While facing many hardships, he has contributed significantly in the reconstruction of the country with his talent, hard work, foresight etc. The birthday of Bharat Ratna Visvesvaraya is celebrated as Engineers Day all over the country. This biography has been selected to take inspiration from the honest, hard-working Visvesvaraya ji. Visvesvaraya can be named among those few sons of India who have contributed to the upliftment of India. Shri Visvesvaraya was a top-class engineer and administrator. With his sharp intellect, he started irrigation and industrial development schemes in India. People from India and abroad were also amazed at his extraordinary talent. Such a great Visvesvaraya was born on 15 September 1861 in a small village named Muddinhalli in Kolar district of Mysore state, now Karnataka state. His full name was Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya. Visvesvaraya's parents were very poor. They did not have the means to educate him. Still, Visvesvaraya had a passion for studies. He used to study diligently. Somehow, after completing his primary education in the village, Visvesvaraya reached Bangalore to get high school education. It was difficult to manage expenses in Bangalore. Therefore, Visvesvaraya stayed at the house of one of his relatives. He started passing his days by giving tuitions. After passing matriculation, he got admitted to Central College in Bangalore. Visvesvaraya passed BA from there. At that time, Visvesvaraya was only 19 years old. The principal of Central College was an Englishman. He was very impressed with Visvesvaraya's abilities and qualities. He wrote a recommendation letter to the principal of Pune Science College. There was a lot of praise for Visvesvaraya in that letter. The principal there admitted Visvesvaraya to his college. Thus Visvesvaraya's engineering education began. After this he also got a scholarship. Then what? He started devoting all his time to studies without worry. Visvesvaraya was very punctual. He did not let even a single minute of his time go waste. On the contrary, he used to work very hard. As a result, he was able to complete his engineering education before time in the university. Also, he came first in the first class in the entire Bombay University. In those days, the Bombay government had a rule that the student who came first in the entire university should be given a job. According to this rule, Shri Visvesvaraya was appointed to the post of assistant engineer at the age of 23. While working for the Bombay government, Visvesvaraya gained great proficiency in the work of construction of canals. He proved to be very skilled in arranging water and drainage for cities. Arranging drinking water for cities was not an easy task. It required extraordinary intellect to collect water and deliver it to homes. Therefore, he was invited to arrange water and drainage for many major cities. When Visvesvaraya was 31 years old, he accomplished a very big task. That is the construction of Shakkar Barrage and water works. It was the year 1894. In those days, Sindh province was a part of Bombay state. Today this province is in Pakistan. A large part of Sindh is a desert. There is a small city named Shakkar in that province. The task of arranging water for this city was entrusted to Visvesvaraya. Visvesvaraya completed this task with great intelligence and efficiency, due to which his name spread all over the country. Visvesvaraya displayed his brilliant talent in every work he did. This is the reason why he attended the Shimla Irrigation Conference in 1904 as a representative of the Bombay government. Many examples of Visvesvaraya's talent can be given. A dam named Khadak Vasla was built near Pune. He himself designed the automatic gates for this dam. This work was so much appreciated in the field of engineering that this design was copied for the famous Panama Canal of America. Then what? Visvesvarayya's name spread abroad as well. When Visvesvarayya earned a great name in managing waterworks in Bombay and Sindh, he was called from Aden in 1906. There also he arranged for water for the city and also built drains. With this work he became very famous. Along with that he started being counted among the great engineers of the country. From that time onwards it was considered necessary to take his advice for big projects. Here he got promoted a lot. Seeing the fame and promotion of Visvesvaraya, some engineers became jealous of him. There were two reasons for this. One, Visvesvaraya was only 47 years old at that time and secondly, he had gone ahead of many old and senior engineers in terms of salary and position. He was already a superintending engineer. Despite that, his advice was taken in every matter. Thus, seeing the dissatisfaction among the people of his own profession, Visvesvaraya suddenly resigned from his job one day. As per the rules, he could not get pension. But considering his special services and abilities, he was given pension. After retiring from his job and getting pension, Visvesvaraya was appointed as the engineering advisor of Hyderabad state. In those days, Hyderabad state was ruled by Nizam Nawab. Nawab was considered to be the richest person in the world. But Hyderabad Nawab was facing a problem. That was the flood in Musi River. Every year Musi used to flood badly. This caused a lot of destruction. The water of that flood used to enter Hyderabad city, due to which all the work used to stop. Visvesvaraya made a plan to control Musi River and also built a dam. Along with this, he also made very good arrangements for water and drainage for Hyderabad city. He made a plan to make Hyderabad city beautiful. A beautiful public garden known as Baghiyam in the middle of the city is the result of his own plan. This beautiful city is today the capital of Andhra Pradesh. After Hyderabad, Mysore comes next in the southern states. The king of Mysore at that time was Krishnaraja Odyar. He was not only an efficient ruler but also had a kind heart. He always wanted to see his subjects happy. For this he wanted to implement new schemes. To fulfill these objectives, the Maharaja of Mysore invited Visvesvaraya to come to Mysore. Visvesvaraya was also a resident of Mysore state. He also felt happy to serve his motherland. He was appointed as the chief engineer of Mysore. He worked on this post for 3 years. The Maharaja was impressed by Visvesvaraya's efficiency and governance skills. After 3 years, he appointed Visvesvaraya as his Diwan. He worked on this post for 6 years. In this period of 9 years, Visvesvaraya changed the map of Mysore state by implementing his plans. While working on the post of Diwan, Visvesvaraya improved every department of the state, started new schemes, increased the income of the state, opened big factories. He arranged for irrigation of 1.5 lakh acres of land through new canals. The power generating factory at Shivsamudra waterfall in Mysore state was opened under his supervision. Visvesvaraya made a successful attempt to change the character of Mysore state from industrial point of view. Even in those days, Visvesvaraya realized that the progress and prosperity of a state depends on the irrigation system and industrial development of that state. This is the reason why he opened sandalwood oil, cement, soap, steel and paper factories in Mysore state. The steel factory established in Bhadravati was built under his supervision. Visvesvaraya's major works in the development of Mysore state can be said to be 3. The main among them is the dam on Kaveri. This dam is famous by the name Krishnaraja Sagar. With the construction of this dam, while electricity was obtained for industries, water was also obtained for irrigation. Krishnaraja Sagar has a prominent place in the development of Mysore state, because this dam was the first of its kind in India. The entire credit for this goes to Sri Visvesvaraya. People used to come from far and wide to see this dam and never tired of praising its builder. The credit of making Mysore a true Indrapuri goes to Visvesvaraya ji. Vrindavan garden is the beautiful result of his plan to make the city beautiful. It is considered as Nandanvan. It is one of the beautiful gardens of India. Visvesvaraya also made unprecedented progress in the state in the field of education. In those days, only Madras University was established in the south. At that time, only 5 universities were working in the whole country. Visvesvaraya wanted to establish a separate university for the Mysore state. He had to face many obstacles in this effort. Finally, he succeeded in his attempt. Due to the tireless efforts of Visvesvaraya, the Mysore state progressed in every direction. People were also happy. This affected the neighboring state of Madras. The people of Madras also wanted the progress of their state. But the Madras state was ruled by the British. While the British did not want the progress of the Madras state, they could not see the progress of the Mysore state either. They started instigating the Mysore Maharaja against Visvesvaraya. In such a situation, Visvesvaraya considered it against his dignity to work there, and in 1918, he resigned from his post. After resigning from the post of Diwan of Mysore state, Visvesvaraya started travelling abroad. On returning to India, the government appointed him as a member of the committee of many development plans. In those days, the government of India was building the capital in New Delhi. For its construction, a committee of the country's leading engineers was formed, which was called the New Delhi Capital Committee. Visvesvaraya was also a prominent member of this committee. Impressed by the administrative efficiency shown by Visvesvaraya in the development of Mysore, Tata Company appointed him as the director of its steel factory. While working on this post for many years, Visvesvaraya put all his energy in the development of the steel factory. Many universities of the country expressed their respect for Visvesvaraya by giving him their highest titles. For his special services, the independent Indian government honoured him with India's highest title, Bharat Ratna, in 1955. At that time, Visvesvaraya was 94 years old. On 15 September 1961, Visvesvaraya's centenary was celebrated all over India. After this, he could live only for 7-8 months. Thus, after living a full life, Visvesvaraya ji took eternal rest on 14 April 1962 in Bangalore. Sri Visvesvaraya was a Karmayogi. He did not rest till the end of his life. When asked the reason for his long life, he told that he did all his work on time. He used to exercise. He used to make good use of his time. He always worked hard and expected the same from others. He believed that the number of lazy people in India is high. That is why our country is not able to progress like America and Japan. He believed that the day we will give up our laziness, our country will also develop. Visvesvaraya ji considered service as a very sacred conduct. He remained engaged in the service of the country and human society throughout his life. If a dozen Karmayogis like Visvesvaraya were born in this country, they would have changed the face of our country. Sri Visvesvaraya's character was ideal. He was a humble and saintly man. Honesty was an integral part of his character. Despite having extraordinary talent, he never felt proud. He always dreamt of the country's development. He saw many dreams come true in his lifetime. Dr. Vishveshwaraya's biography is a great proof that any person can rise in our society through his hard work and self-reliance. Today Dr. Vishveshwaraya is not among us, yet the dams and factories built by him remain his memorials and remind us of his unique intelligence and skill. The whole of India is proud of such a great Vishveshwaraya. Dear students, if you find these Hindi lessons explained in English helpful, please share this video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for simple and clear lesson explanations. Check the description for links to other lesson summaries and join our WhatsApp channel for daily Kannada Hindi lessons, useful phrases and grammar tips. Start learning today and speak confidently.